establishing the savings and K&N savings and loan facilities, just to save them the stress of going far to save. And it is an initiative to provide these people with accessible banking facilities, and of course for our own interest. We intend to start this with a capital of about 30,000 Ghana cedis, and then make a yield of 58,000 Ghana cedis within 6 months. That's considering the target market. So we just start with the slides.
Has anybody ever wondered how it feels to be the only financial institution in a particular area with a lot of population? Now, we are here to provide financial services to a certain group of people in our community. And the name of our company is K&N Savings and Loans. The K&N is gotten from the name, the initials of our names, K for Kobe and N for Nina. Now, our goals are to be able to provide better financial services, considering the time factor as to how they will move from where they are to the cities to save. It's like consumes much of their time. So we're trying to make it like provide a better financial service for them to be able to save the little money that they have. Now, to promote easy access to finance among the ordinary people, a lot of people in the villages precisely don't have access to like finance to start up their own businesses. So we intend coming in to help them with such funds. Then to serve the existing financial needs is also another problem. Some people even find difficulties in how to go about their daily lives. Then provide consultancy services to small and medium enterprises. There are other small enterprises that need counseling and then consultancy services to be able to perform. At this point, we come in to provide those consultancy and then counseling services to such small and medium enterprises so that they can be able to meet the increasing demand of the economy. And now what? To also serve the community. We cannot only go in to just make the profit that we're expecting out of them. We also intend serving them the way we are supposed to.
Then the first mission is to provide best financial services coupled with the best consultancy for small, medium, and enterprise potentials. And then we have the mission of to better the lives of the individuals financially, and then serve and protect the interests of our stakeholders and investors through dedicated staff.
Our core values. We have 4 core values on which we operate. The first is what? Dependable. We seek to be a financial institution on which everybody can rely on at any point in time. Our second core value has to do with what? Loyalty. Then integrity, and then what? Competence. We try to show our ability as to how we can manage the finances we will be expecting from them so that we can enhance a better living between both parties.
And it has to do with the staffing, the competence part. It has to do with the way we are going to deliver our services. And then we have the problem identification, conversation with a friend. My partner, when he traveled some time ago, he had like a conversation with some group of people, and then they told him about the problems they have. These people want to save, but they don't have an accessible saving facilities around them. They need one closer to them because they have to travel, as I said earlier, they have to travel very long distance, and some of them just decide to keep the money in the house. And then we have the next one. Another problem has to do with people living with the perception that only the rich can source out capital from banks to start a business. With this, we can give them loan when they want to start up their businesses. It depends on how they want to start it. We are willing to give them loan as well. There is no access to financial institutions to encourage financial transaction for the benefit of the parties involved. And then the people also find it difficult to finance their board's education for no other reason. With this, we can help them and then talk to them about how to save and be able to finance their children, because most of them don't really go to school because of finance. So we help them save and then they can send their children to school.
And more on that part, it's like the rates at which literacy there is very high. So we now come in to provide financial services to help promote education, so that the people there can get educated and then also try to better their lives. The solution: accessibility to banks for transaction. Now, we try as much as possible to, like with regards to our long-term goals, to turn into a bank, although we're starting with something we call a savings and loans company. Our long-term goals are to turn into a bank. So we try as much as possible to make banks available to such people so that they can transact and afford the easy access at which finances flow between them. Then to promote and sensitize the people on the need to expand their affected businesses through sourcing of finances from financial institutions. Some people fear that when they source out funds from these financial institutions, the rate at which they will pay their interest is very high. Considering their level of income, we try to, as much as possible, let the rate be competitive as compared to the existing financial institutions, so that they don't have to move that far from where they are to the city, but they have an easy access and very close financial institutions to them. Then create the room for easy access for funds, especially for educational needs. As I mentioned earlier, the level of education there is very low, poorly low. So we intend, like, the government alone cannot help solve this case. So we intend coming in to help them educationally.
Why now? Why do we intend to start this now? We intend making it easy for the people to save up for their education. I already talked about that earlier. Then businesses spring up out of the lack and needed skills and knowledge through counseling and consultancy services to perform and we intend providing these services. We also intend providing like some kind of counseling services and consultants where they come, we talk to them, really just give them the insight as to why you need to save and what benefits you get from it. Then to create a conducive atmosphere, so long as businesses are concerned, to source out funds for their businesses. Here is about other businesses who would also want to borrow. Maybe they don't have enough money to keep up with their businesses. We can also talk to them and they also come to us to do business.
Our market size. The people who intend providing our services are approximately 1,000 and plus. With the issue of no financial institutions in 10,000, sorry. With the issue of no financial institutions in existence, we are targeting about 88% of the total population, which includes government officials, small and medium enterprises owners, and the labor force in general. What we are talking about here is that, considering the total population, we are targeting about 1,000 and plus. So we are targeting 88% so that we can make the required profit that we can to help ourselves and then help them. And then what? And the other market price we're looking for is what? Market size. We are also targeting this same group of people from other surrounding communities that face the same problems as the former. Now, it is not only that one particular community in which I'm from that face these problems. Other surrounding communities too seem to be a bit far from the city. So we intend capturing the demand in those communities so that we can help absorb and then expand our financial institution. Then we are segmenting the most productive part of the community, which is approximately the youth. We those who are not educated but kind of in some petty businesses. We intend supporting them with financial services and other counseling and consultancy services so that they can help improve upon their lives.
Competition. We don't have any competition for now because there is no other saving facility around that community. So there is no competition for now. Our strength has to do with being the only easily accessible financial institution and that speak the language of the common people. Since my colleague here is from the place, so he would know how to communicate with them. I think they will trust him more to save with him. And then we have the weakness, which we identified. It will be difficult to get them at first. But with our long-term goals, we hope to educate them intensively in order to bring them on board. Then we have our level of opportunities, which are great since we will be the only financial institutions around, and the people will also have no option than to bank with us. Then the key threat has to do with other investors moving in. We're also scared that if we get this idea to come into existence, some other people will also want to tap into it and then come to the same neighborhood. So it's our big.
Now, before we continue, we environment in which we find ourselves. The financial institutions are quite far from where my community is to the city. So like moving from where they are to the city is quite time consuming, and then it's like quite stressful. So we then coming in to like help keep away this problem. I hope I've made you both right. Marketing plan. Now, we intend marketing and promoting ourselves using the house-to-house form of advertisement. As we know very well, in communities which are not that developed, there are no like modern ways of marketing. So we intend moving from house to house so that we can educate them as to how to like go about their financial needs. And then one other marketing strategy we will adopt is through the radio, which happens to be the main form through which news is spread in those communities. We intend advertising ourselves on radios because most of them they are farmers, and farmers like listening to radios. So we intend bringing in by coming by advertising on what? Radios.
Our products, we are offering tailor-made financial services. Like our services are going to suit the people. We'll make it for them how easy they can have it. Then we take granting loans to help them improve on agricultural productivity. Since these people are mostly agricultural minded, so to say, we have to like help them, grant them loans to help improve on the agricultural productivity in the area. Then money transfer, we also do money transfer. So here we'll have to work with other banks to help us with that. And then consultancy services, we talked about that earlier.
Then our team. Our business has two partners, that is Nina and I. Nina is an expressive kind of individual. So we intend making her being on the field so that she can be able to communicate with the people. I am the type of person who is analytic. So I intend being at our main place so that I can analyze the kind of transactions in which we deal with. Then we intend employing 10 more people to join us with one helping in the official duties while the rest will be on the field with Nina. Now, the office duty cannot be done by only one person. So we intend getting 10 people, out of which one will join me in the office so that we can be able to sort out things that need official thinking.
The business will be financed by the contributions from both of us, Nina and Kobe. We also intend sourcing our funds from family and maybe friends too. The partners collectively have a total amount of 30,000 Ghana cedis, which we intend to start up with. And then within a year, we estimate a total income of 58,000 Ghana cedis.
Then risks. The risk we might encounter during our stay in this type of business is that there might be some political legislation that might indeed our progress. Now, considering our rates at which we try to loan out money, the rates outside there might be that high. We are trying to bring our rates down. So, if we are not careful, the political legislations concerning rates of interest might, in a way, impede our progress because we will not be getting that amount of interest that we want. Then, the people's standard of living is low, so our economic risk has to do with them not saving as expected. They have less to spend. If they have less to spend, how much do they have to save? That is one problem that we figured out. So we will try in as much as we can to be able to solve that case. And on this note, we come to the end of our